Hey, my name is Gamerpop,
And my name is Gamer Guy.
and today we're joined by...
Hi, my name's Sam Gallen.
And welcome to the Gamerpopcast.
Oh,
See what I
it's
mean?
always a
Massive gaps.
It's always a butchered intro, massive gaps in between things. Okay. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. If you can hear the laughing, we just always laugh about how we do the intro because we generally fail it every time, no matter what we do. What you hear is the edited version, and if the edited version sounds awkward, just imagine how the real thing sounded. Really
Yeah,
bad.
we tend to edit
It's
out
what
a
it
lot of
sounds
the
like.
gaps in the...
We tend to try and yeah, say we. It's more
Yeah,
Nero.
really
I
good
haven't
for
It's me.
edited
I'm
for a
doing
while.
all the editing. If I'd be fired
welcome our
after last
guest.
week uploading it an hour late because I forgot to
Of
edit
course.
it.
That's it. You've been fired. That was it. That was the reason why.
Yeah.
We welcome our guest Sam to the podcast. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome. Would you like
Thank
to
you,
introduce yourself? Who are you? What do you do? You don't
Ooh,
have to
I
say what
would
you do
Love
in
to,
detail,
thank you.
but you should introduce yourself. You know?
Yeah, you have 5
so
minutes.
like
Go.
I
No, if you go longer than 5 minutes, that'll be good actually.
Yeah, please do go
okay,
longer.
we- you know, we have to
fine,
stretch this out.
I get it. Alright, so I guess I'll start with my name. So my name's Sam Gallen. I'm currently a student at Falmouth University. I'm studying creative
Oh.
advertising. I'm also on YouTube. Probably find the link for my channel in the description. And
Yes, you
I
better.
upload basically weekly for vlogs and sometimes tutorials if I'm feeling like it. And yeah,
Wow.
massive
That's
camera
really cool.
nerd. I
Hey, I like
edit
those.
everything, advertise everything, because got to be an advertising student and to advertise all your stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's sick. So you study advertising. What does that entail? Advertising.
Ooh, advertising is such a huge kind of thing to cover over, but most of my kind of like course is trying to figure out how to grab a person's attention as quickly and as like in depth as possible. So that's like whether you're doing that visually, through audio, through some kind of like maybe video or something. It's all about how you can start that conversation and keep the person engaged. So obviously, like, you've seen a poster, that's like the most basic form of advertising.
Yeah.
But you've
Yeah,
also
of course.
got like the more nuances of advertising of like, oh, so all this leads me a good thing. Recently, we were making a project in one of our course, one of the units for our course, and we had one of the things we chose to advertise instead of a poster was we made a statue, and we put that up
Okay.
in Trafalgar Square. So literally, advertising can be anything that's just.
How do you
communicating
advertise
with
as a
your
statue?
audience.
I'm sorry, but how do you make like a statue of like a plaque saying,
What you do?
check
I'll
out this
explain.
place?
I'm clearly an expert, so I'll explain this. What you
Okay.
do, right, is you get a statue, yeah? And then what you do, right, is you like cover it in posters, and the posters are advertising. But you
Right,
pretend it's a
right.
statue.
Surely you don't want a statue, you just want a pinboard.
Well, but is it? But it's a pinboard 3D from all
What if
angles.
the pinboard is the statue though?
A statue of a pinboard. Oh wow. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no. That's not. That's no. It's a statue that is becoming a pinboard through being a statue with like a pinboard, like statue
What's
thing.
where's a threshold between statue and a pinboard? Like when's it a statue of a pinboard, and when is it a pinboard of a statue?
Okay, I mean, let's not ask the big
I think we're
questions.
asking
Let's
real
start off small.
questions here.
So
Guys, this is stuff you can only find at the Gamer Podcast. When does a statue become a pinboard and vice
It's
versa?
true. We only ask the most important life questions.
yep.
Do you
Who
guys
needs
want to
showers?
actually know how we're using this statue to advertise, or
Yes.
do we want to carry on?
No,
I
no,
mean,
tell
you
me.
don't need to. You don't need to tell me, but for the benefit of everybody else who doesn't know,
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
me.
I get it. So, little background on this little brief we've got going on is we're trying to raise awareness for Trestle Trust. You guys know what the Trestle Trust is?
No idea.
I have
Okay.
heard of it, but I can't say I exactly remember what it is.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We'll explain it also for the viewers, but mainly for the viewers, right?
Just
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, I know.
For the
Of
viewers,
course,
that's-
what I know is yeah.
We're just trying to be relatable, you know, like, oh, we don't know.
Yeah.
Do tell us. But we do know.
So,
Of course, we
the
know.
Trestle Trust is they're
doesn't?
people that run food banks all over the UK.
I actually did know that.
And
I actually did know that. I just
Yeah.
want to know. I actually
Okay,
did know that.
I did know that as well.
Guys, I actually did know that.
exactly.
If you don't know
It's
that,
common
like, who are
knowledge,
you?
exactly.
I actually, no, I actually did know that. Like, I actually did.
Same.
Like, I actually, when you said it, I was like, oh yeah, like, I actually know that. That's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I did know it, but then I
Yeah.
forgot it.
No,
Conveniently forgot it.
You know, I think we get it. I think we get it. It's
Okay, yeah.
cool. Carry on,
Food
elaborate
banks,
more.
yes.
You're really good with this. Let's go on.
So we're trying to raise awareness for the Trestle Trust, and I was working with a teammate, and I was like, you know what I really want to do? I really want to make a stunt that like grabs national papers. And the original idea was just get an inflatable banana and put that up in London.
How would
That
people
sounds
know
like
what
now-
we're advertising? Like,
Hang
it's just a banana.
Exactly.
Let the man
Exactly.
explain. He's
Sorry,
explaining
sorry.
this. Now let the man explain.
I'll listen to the
He's
rest
got-
of the story, God.
Listen to the
Exactly.
rest. Let
The-
it sink in. You know.
So the banana idea obviously got shut down because we were like, oh, how would they know? Like just like Nero said. So we
See,
ended up
I'm a
coming up with this
genius. I
whole
should be doing
statue idea.
advertising.
Yeah, you should be on this advertising course.
God.
I'll switch over with you. We'll do a swap see. You'll probably do much better than me.
Switcheroo.
That'll be quite
So
cool.
we-
Just
we
do a
ended
switch
up
for like a
settling
week.
On doing... Yeah, I love that. I'd do a VR course and then you do advertising.
Hell yeah. Sounds like fun.
The funnest. I will know
Hell.
exactly what I'm doing.
Exactly. I would know exactly what I'm doing with advertising.
Yeah, no,
Um,
you know how to reach out to consumers. You and your 1.1k video views on your how to get Skyblocks.
hey.
Yeah.
More like
The communication in that video, it's really that's advertising
It
in
got
the
out to
flesh.
people. It got
It
out to
did
people.
exactly.
I'd
People were
like to
looking
just
for it,
say
and people found it.
73k in a different video that I'm not
No,
telling
no,
you about.
No,
but-
no. That is nothing compared. You know, how to join Skyblock is the most. I think it goes like big YouTube videos. Yeah, like the I'm at the zoo video. Charlie bit my finger, and like, how do I join Skyblock? It's like number 3.
It's
How
the
do
big
I join
three, it's the
Skyblock?
trifecta.
It's the big 3.
5-year-old
Exactly.
video on my channel, if people didn't know, is how to join. It's my second most viewed video on my channel. How to join Skyblock.
So maybe it's the second most viewed video on your channel, but it is literally the
It's the
if your
most
channel was a
influential
pyramid.
video.
Try to stop. It forms the top of the pyramid. It fits everything
Yeah.
together. It's the last piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
It's the last Lego brick on the Lego house. It's the
I
last
mean-
brush paint on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm looking at
comparably-
my like top 3 videos, and all of them are all so bad. Oh my god! The Circle of Life English translation. How to join
Yeah,
Skyblock.
but everyone
Why
thinks
have we
amazing
moved on
text
to you?
message.
We were,
Sorry,
we
sorry,
were hearing
sorry.
about how to advertise. We were hearing about how to advertise in London with a big inflatable banana, and this is what you do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're trying
Yeah,
to.
Nero.
God,
We're trying,
I'm sorry.
we're trying to
We're
talk
trying
about
to-
serious
I think
topics here.
I'd like to
What are
bring
you trying
it
to
back.
pull,
You're
son?
the one.
What are you
You're
trying
the
to
one
pull?
who brought it up. You're the one who brought it up.
Hey,
I didn't
Hey.
expect it to tangent that much, to be fair.
every time we talk about, I don't know, the Queen, does the Queen have to talk for like 40 minutes? No.
I mean, who knows?
Point
Maybe.
proven. You are.
I'm
done.
sorry, but what?
Got you. roasted.
Guys,
It's
by the
roasted.
way, if you
over
feel like we're a little bit more aggressive than usual, it's because we just finished filming something for
Thing
Wraith's channel.
that makes us aggressive.
That's-
We can't say anything.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to reveal it. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying.
you just said it makes us aggressive. We're not even allowed to
Sorry,
say it makes us
sorry.
aggressive. We're not allowed to say that.
Wraith made us
She's gonna
angry.
watch this, or she might not. She might not. It's fine.
She probably won't.
She won't.
She probably won't. To be honest, she won't.
There's
She won't. It's
no
fine.
way.
We can say whatever we want. It made us super aggressive, guys.
Yeah, it's not fun.
See, I can't get away with that because I know she watches like most of my videos on my channel.
Well, you could
so
get
I
away with
can't
it
get
here.
away with slagging her off.
Get away with it here. Say whatever you want
can.
here. It doesn't matter.
Do it.
Wraith,
You know, let this
you're a
be
stinky pants.
counselling. Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't think we'd go that far,
Whoa.
but we will.
I'm sorry.
We will allow you to do it. It's counselling. Oh, I understand how you feel, and I would like you to breathe in and out for 30 seconds while you think and process through what you've just said. Let the thought of what you just said really, feel it. Yeah, pretend it's a sponge. You're just squeezing out all
I need
those
to
negative
feel it
emotions.
in my soul, don't I? I just feel it deep
yes.
in my soul.
Yes. Feel it in your soul. Let that anger flow through you.
Channel your anger.
Channel
your anger into energy on this podcast.
Channel your anger.
Turn
You
to
have
the dark
enough
side.
energy. You have enough energy to complete the podcast.
You just have to lose your soul in
Is
the
this how you
process.
guys do a podcast? Is this how you do a podcast? You
It's
just
exactly
channel
how we get
all
into
the
the
anger you
podcast.
generated over a week.
Yeah,
This is exactly what we do.
build up. We just build up to crazy anger. We just
You would just
watch
be like doing
non-stop-
homework. Just do homework and then just be like, "Hey, Nero, I need to do a podcast. I need to get my energy out. There's too many,
I'm
there's
just
too many
so-
bad
so
vibes
angry.
right now.
Yeah.
There's too
Yeah,
many
I just
bad
like-
vibes. I need to get them out."
I'm just searching up how much a Lego Death Star is. And I'm like, I'm so angry. It's so expensive. I just come back on here. Like, guys, podcast. And then that's how it works. Wait, we've gone on another tangent. We really need to fix this. Let's just-
Okay.
Who
Can we,
cares?
It might be
Can we-
worth
can
it
you
if I
please
just
explain-
No,
quickly
yeah, we need to.
explain.
We want to know about his banana.
We're gonna stop talking. We're gonna stop talking.
So-
This is very important
Yes.
stuff.
Sorry.
We moved straight on from the banana because we were like, nah, it's not going to work. And we ended up settling on putting a art piece in Trafalgar Square. I don't know if you guys know, but there's an open kind of like plinth area where people can put their own art up on there, and it's gonna be like super influential art that says something about society. So we came up with an idea of putting an empty tree on this plinth, and then you'd find out about it through loads of posters that are everywhere, but
Right.
on a very big roundabout kind of way. The way that statues work as advertising is just because I mentioned earlier that advertising was about starting conversations and talking with your consumer, and the way that statues do that is they start talk with brand. Have you heard of the expression no press is bad press kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's sort of like that.
Yeah.
As long as you're generating some kind of press or like even just activity on social media, like if someone tweets out like, "Oh, I like the new statue," that is you communicating with your brand, and that is essentially advertising.
Huh.
So
I know, right? Interesting crap.
wait. So if I was a advertiser,
Yeah, correct
and
term.
I was like, I have a product that I want to advertise. What I got to do is make sure I start a conversation with somebody about it, because at least that begins the advertising.
Yeah, the advertising is the conversation.
Alright, okay, so that
way
is
that
the
it's been
advertising.
done-
Okay.
Yeah, the advertising is the conversation. Your advertising is a conversation between the people buying it, like the consumers, and the brand
Mhm.
that is selling the product or service. So I think probably one of the best ideas I've ever, well, not ideas, the best campaign or example of this kind of thing is there's this phone company called OnePlus. I'm not sure
yeah.
if you guys have heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of OnePlus.
Oh yeah,
And one of the things they did that I thought was
I've had
genius.
that
'cause
conversation.
It doesn't sound like a proper advertising campaign, but what they did was they got a massive power bank, like a huge one, and they went around in a fire truck, and then people could tweet out, "I need my phone to be charged," and they would come in a fire truck and charge your phone up. And like on the surface, that doesn't seem like advertising, but that is actual advertising because it generated so much chat on Twitter.
Yeah, like the Weetabix and baked beans.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, someone's getting a promotion in PR.
Because they started the conversation.
Yeah, like every big corporation, company, government was commenting on this post about Weetabix and baked beans. It was like,
what I want to know is, were you behind that?
Me personally.
Yeah, was that you?
That was me.
I knew it. I knew it.
Damn.
As soon as I heard you speak, I was like, "This is the dude, all right. This is the guy.
This is the guy.
This is the one who did that." As soon as I heard you speak, that pure intelligence and wisdom on what you were speaking about, I was just like, "This is the only person that could come up with that." So all I've got to say is, wow, wow.
Proud of you.
I am
You
more
are
than
in the
impressed.
presence of. You are in the presence of something great.
I mean, who am I now? I'm in a I'm so low down in the list. We've got one guy who's made a video how to join Skyblock, like third most popular video on YouTube. Basically shaped culture as we know it. And then we have a second guy who reached the world with a post on Twitter. I mean,
exactly.
Where do I land? Who am I to even speak to you guys?
You are a guy who reads books.
You should kick me out of the royal family. Well, I don't want to speak on that because I don't know what happened there. But I really hope they sort it out.
I have no clue what's happening.
I have very, very deep feelings about the royal family that I need a place to really get them out. Because
that's nice. I have genuinely no idea what happened. Like, I have not seen any news about this. So.
You know what?
Only
I just care so much. I just really want you guys to know that.
Okay.
It's just like, why did they have to, be a thing?
You talk about Harry and Markle.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I think we've got to topic.
I just don't understand. It's just a royal family. It's just so different.
So, Sam, what do you do on your channel then? Here we go. Bring it. Completely change topic.
Oh wow! What a smooth transition. I've never seen a smooth transition.
Smooth. I'm still upset.
Gamer guys, shut up! I'm trying to change topic.
I'm trying to move on the podcast.
Moving on from Gamer Guy breaking it down. On the channel,
you know who else breaks down?
I think the best way to categorize my channel is just like a weekly vlog channel.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to do it.
I think it is as well.
Okay.
Every now and again, I do like to do like a tutorial or like unleash my vast amounts of knowledge onto the internet.
I mean, you taught me so much about bloody color accuracy that I'd never heard of before, and I was like, "What is all this stuff you mean? You wizardry."
Is it well advertised?
I mean, I did post about it on social media. I post about every video on social media.
Yeah, but we were discussing a while ago.
Out there.
Hang on a second. Do you have an advert for your channel?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Are you talking about like a channel trailer?
Yes.
I have a video that is in the channel trailer position. I don't know if you'd consider it a channel trailer, like specifically.
Okay, so what you're saying right now is if we make this podcast your channel trailer, You'll be fine with that.
Yes, completely. 100%. I'll take off my hours and hours of hard work on my short film that is currently my channel trailer, and I'll replace it with this hopefully 1 hour long podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mess of a podcast.
I can't think of a better way to advertise your channel than to make the trailer a 1 hour podcast where
Yeah, I don't
It'll
want
get
it to
people
be
talking.
clipped, just me talking about this. I want it to be the entire podcast. I don't want.
It'll get
Oh,
people
right, you
talking
like
because
what-
they're like,
you want the
oh,
whole
have you
thing."
seen this guy's channel? He's got like a 1 hour video for his channel trailer,
yeah.
and it's not even about
good.
his channel.
Yeah, you'll be talked about. And then somebody like in the streets will be like, oh man, I have an hour to spare, what to do? And you'll show up in a fire truck with this video.
Hell yeah!
Here you go.
Specifically a fire
Here you
truck.
go.
Fire truck with a massive
like
LCD
someone's
screen on
going-
the side.
Like they unwind the hose, yeah, and on the end of the hose there's just like a little phone with your video with the podcast on, and you just start playing it.
Yeah.
And they
Hell
just,
yeah.
they just
Someone
and then
at
like
hospital
you get
with
another
power
hose
left
and like some
Be like, yeah,
oh,
go this video.
yeah, true. You could get somebody that
This
does like
video is
balloon
the one to
animals.
watch.
And the person who does balloon animals could like shape the hose into a chair. So the person who's like bored needs an hour to like, do something. Just sits down on the hose chair and watches your video. It's on the end of another hose, and then the fire engine
Hose
can like
chair.
get a ladder, and like you could like
It might
build
be
up to the
more
top of like a
impressive
tall
with
building,
chair and that.
and then you could like play the video to like.
Okay, gamer
everywhere.
guy, I think you're going a bit far here.
I think
No,
I've
I
learned
What's
think
the- I don't- I think
advertising,
you're-
and I am coming up with the next big thing.
What's the budget?
Hoses. Those are they're the next big thing.
Hoses.
Hoses.
The next big thing. Invest now.
Yeah.
Invest all your stonks. If I go on Wall Street Bets right now,
Yeah.
I bet you they'll be talking
do it.
about investing into hoses.
Yeah. It'll
They
be
are
sell your
actually-
GameStop. And
Little
buy
do you
hoses.
guys all know, I am basically like the main person behind Wall Street Bets.
Oh, you're
I
the
think-
guy
How are
that
you?
like set it all up.
So one day I was like, you know what? I need a bit of dosh. So what I did was I just went on Reddit, and just went, let's make a Wall Street Reddit thing. My friend, my mate runs a business. He's a businessman. Oh, woman. Oh, it doesn't have to be man.
well,
and
I
then
mean,
they
you
just-
know if it's a man or woman, surely.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah,
You'd
they
hope.
just came round and they were like, "This is real good. You could really make a lot of dosh from this." And I was like, "Thanks."
So some random person
Nah, my mate.
came round.
My mate
Your mate.
came round and was like, make a Reddit for making dosh, and I was like, I'll do that. So I did it.
Did you hear
But
about
it wasn't
how
their
they
idea; it
might-
was my
the
idea.
guy might have got arrested? The main guy who set it up.
Oh well, I can tell you, I didn't.
No.
Yeah. was it your? It might have been the person posing as you, because I'm assuming that you used like a shadow person, like you shadowed a person to do this, so you wouldn't get arrested.
Well, I mean, like, have you ever seen the prequel trilogy, Star Wars, the prequel trilogy? Yeah.
I have, yes.
Okay, yeah. So like when in the Phantom Menace, like they're talking to the little what do you call them, Jar Jar Binks people, what they call guns, yeah. They're talking to the gun guns, and they're like, do this plan. It's like near the end of the film, and then the guy's like, we will not do that, and then Padme actually steps up and is like, I am actually the queen. Everybody's like, what? Well, in my case, yeah, I'm not even Padme. I am like the Force.
You're not
So, like-
even a monarch. You're just the intangible energy that
You're,
they
you
use
just
to
grab
manipulate
stuff for
space.
people.
So you
You're the
thought
guy
where I
who
was going
goes
there was
and
I was
picks
going to
something
be like,
up and brings
yeah.
it to them. That's what you are.
I am the Force. Yeah,
You go
I-
fetch.
in terms of Wall Street Bets, my Reddit, right? I wrap myself around it and just flow in it, and just
You just
manipulate
controlled
everything.
the fate of
Yeah.
Wall Street Bets.
You are
That's
Reddit.
what you did.
You just
That's
are
all
Reddit.
I mean, I mean, I know it's quite, a weird way to explain it, but that is what it actually is.
Wow. So
I am.
we are in the face of great as well. So we've got How to Make Skyblock. I'm the inventor of the
Exactly.
Weetabix and Beans, and you are
Yeah.
the force
Force.
behind Wall Street Bets.
I am the
Wow.
I am everything behind it.
Who knew such
Wow.
powerhouses were in
This
this
is only on this
podcast?
podcast. Only on this podcast will you
Only on
find us
this
three.
You know,
How is this
yeah.
podcast only at 10 views?
Well, I haven't quite reached the force behind YouTube yet, but I'd say a couple of weeks from now.
It's not your domain
That'll
yet.
be me.
You haven't reached
Hey! I've already reached the force behind YouTube with my secret channel.
because-
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I mean, yes. Tell us more.
Tell us all the details of your secret channel, every single one, including
No.
the name.
No, I'm not telling you the
Including the
name. Not
name.
yet. Not yet. That's gonna be a video. Also, I'd like to point out that every video so far has got above 10 views on the Game
wow.
Podcast channel.
Oh,
You're getting up
is
there.
it for real?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it.
PewDiePie,
Last one was
watch out.
15.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, it's probably us just having to watch it in order to make sure it's actually uploaded properly. But
probably.
you know,
Don't say that though.
shh.
One of them's your mum. One of them is both of you checking if the video is up. Another one is just the YouTube algorithm checking that this video is okay.
They have to review the whole. They have to get somebody specifically from YouTube, but not even the algorithm. They have to get somebody from YouTube has to watch the whole thing because they're just worried that
Susan
something's going to
Wojcicki,
go down.
the CEO of YouTube,
CEO
personally
of
watches
YouTube.
it.
Susan- She personally comes and watches the Gamerpopcast just to be sure it's all right.
Just
you
to
know?
make sure that
Just to
you
make
guys
sure.
aren't swearing or like releasing government secrets. Either one.
Yeah. Either,
I mean, both are quite
it's
likely.
either or in our case, to be honest.
You know, I think they both are quite likely on this podcast. So, but
Wow.
I'd just like to point out before I talk about this channel that we are actually recording earlier than usual. So these stats are probably going to be well out of date by the time this podcast comes out next Sunday, as we are recording this
fix
literally
in
on a
post.
Monday. So take these latest figures with a massive grain of salt of 642 subscribers and many videos above 40k views now. Yeah. Essentially, not much has changed.
I average about 20 views on my vlogs.
I can find you the average on this channel if you want. Let's see, what does YouTube Studio tell me?
What's the average for my videos?
You know, what's
I think
the
it's like
average for
20.
my videos?
The average.
Let's all find out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just, discover. Let's go on a journey of discovery.
I don't even know where to find the average.
I also
I would assume in the analytics section.
That's what
of
I'm looking at
the
right
YouTube
now.
Studio.
that's a little bit too smart for this channel.
God.
In the last 28 days, I have 178 views.
157,790.
Okay.
Where do you see the
Sorry.
last 28 days?
And if you just click on over, it's by default. It's
Oh,
last 28
I have
days.
137 views in the last 28 days.
Hey, I'm being you. Lol.
Which is 27 more than usual.
Which is 100% more than usual because this channel didn't even exist 28 days ago. So
It's just infinitely amount
Damn.
more.
yeah.
Obviously, you're doing much better at advertising your channel.
Well, clearly I am advertising it a bunch somehow, randomly, like days later, videos getting tons of views. It's very odd. Although
just
I would
hack
like to point
YouTube.
out that my average views per day, right? It's even like before. Okay, it used to be like, a couple hundred, and then it would jump up to like maybe to like 20,000 views in one day, okay, and then it will come back down to a couple hundred. But recently, it's gone up again. It's like it's gone steadily up.
Hey.
Like it went up to like 35,000 one day, then it went down to like 12,000, but it's been consistent around 12,000 a day. So it's actually people are watching it like consistently now, which is interesting. Like that's a new thing. It's only happened in the last couple of days.
I think I'm starting to attract outside viewers that aren't just like following me on Instagram. I think that was something that's recently happened, which I was
Whoa.
pretty excited about.
Actually, speaking of Instagram, like I know I didn't mention this to you guys
Okay.
before, but I actually started trying to do a new video on Instagram. Right, I was going to create a Nero account on Instagram, and I was going to see how many followers I can get. I posted 2 videos, and both of them have got 1 view. This is a very sad day, and I'm not doing Instagram anymore.
Let's make that 2 views.
Isn't ready.
But yeah, but they're probably just me. Both those 1 views are probably just me.
Is it Gamerpop YT?
No, that channel's deleted. That channel never existed.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, but it's not on that channel, I can tell you that much. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure I deleted that one.
Well, I can
You
still
sure?
view it. I'm following it.
Well, I can't see it anymore.
Oh, is it Nero Shorts?
That's it. That's the Instagram one. It didn't work though. I was like... I was going to re-upload all my TikTok videos, but it didn't. I think it's because it's square. And square just doesn't... because it's already cropped before, and it's just cropped even more now, and it just looks so bad. It just looks horrendous. So I'm just going to pretend I never created this YouTube channel. Not YouTube, sorry, Instagram channel. And pretend it never existed and go.
Well, okay then.
mean-
I gotta be honest, I just went on your channel, noticed you had 200 subscribers. I don't know if I feel very good about that.
Uh-oh.
Hell
'Cause,
yeah.
I only have 200 subscribers as well. And I was beating you. So,
Okay,
I'm gonna say I'm upset.
I think it's mainly due to my secret channel that I'm gaining subscribers recently.
Just not very,
Although I did have a
not very
bet.
happy about that.
I had a bet with Gerald as to who can get to 200 subscribers first. We started a couple of days ago when I was on 199, I believe, or 98. And Gerald was like 100.
Wow.
He had 100 subscribers, and he was like, I bet I can get to 200 before. I was like, no way can you do it? And he didn't. So I won that bet. I
Good.
get a free potato.
I thought you were gonna say, and he did, and I was like,
No,
what? I was gonna be so shocked.
sadly he failed.
Well, he literally didn't. He literally
No.
didn't. So
Although I did
well,
notice earlier, he's created an advert for his channel. Like he bought an ad. I don't know what.
An ad.
Yeah, I don't know. I just randomly went on his channel, and I clicked on his latest video, and loads of comments are saying, "Who else saw this from my advert?" And I was like, "What?" So clearly,
What?
that was his channel. Oh my god, it's got over 1,000 views now. Jesus, it had like 100 when I looked at it last, and he's only got 110 subscribers.
What's his channel called again?
Geraldster.
Gerald. Oh,
Damn.
it's Geraldster.
He owes me a potato now. So I'm just getting this on the
I thought
podcast. This is like a
Geraldster was his dead
record of
account.
like. This is a record of what he
wow,
needs to do.
wow.
I'm
I'm glad you
expecting a
told us.
potato.
Otherwise, what would we have done?
I know. It's a
I'm
story of
kind
someone who tried to rise up against someone with more subscribers and failed.
Exactly. Completely failed. Absolute waste. I gotta be honest. I'm not sure how I'm gonna gain more subscribers. You know, I feel like I've tried everything I could. Maybe I need a start sheet.
Game go.
You probably do.
Game
You
go.
probably need to get a banana in the streets.
I am telling you, when this video comes out in a couple of weeks, it'll be like a week and a half. Oh god, like it's in a week and okay, it'll be in 2 weeks and a half because I have to actually edit it still.
Heaven
When it
forbid.
comes out, okay, I please make a second channel where you do exactly the same thing, please.
I will. I'll do it.
This is like clearly just broken. But yeah, and we'll
Yeah,
reveal all in
that
a
sounds
couple of
good.
weeks.
I'm excited about it. I have been. I've been uploading weekly on my channel, trying to get into a rhythm. It's been good. It's been good.
That's
Trying to
what I
kind of-
did. I got into rhythm quite early.
Mm.
I think I started like sometime in September, and then I've just been uploading weekly ever since.
That's
I
good.
haven't missed an upload.
I've been
I've uploaded
uploading
lots of
actually-
videos
consistently.
on my channel, to be honest. But
My last video was
Yeah.
uploaded a week ago. I normally upload monthly. Sometimes 2 months, sometimes 3 months, sometimes 4 months,
Wow.
sometimes years, you know. There's very much, there's a lot of variation.
Such
Uh,
a varied channel.
yeah,
Such an inspiration.
clearly I need to actually get a schedule down. But then I have to have a plan of
Speaking-
what I'm going to record.
Ah, yeah, you probably need to get one of those.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really have one of those. I come up with the idea on the day and then just film it and then do it. Be like, I'm just gonna cook lunch. I'm just gonna film it. Let's see what happens.
At one point I streamed.
Basically, my plan.
At one point I used to stream stuff, and now I'm just don't even do that. So I need to get back on
Yeah,
board
surely
streaming.
streaming's a bit easier than a video because you don't have to edit a stream.
No, but what the plan? Okay, the plan was to stream and record at the same time, and then I can edit down the stream into a video. It's
killing
happened
two
once.
birds with one stone.
Yeah, it happened once, and that was it.
I remember talking about this with Gerald, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I need to start like learning how to edit so I can like condense all my streams onto YouTube." And I was like, "Oh yeah, how much like footage are you talking about?" And he's like, "Hours." And I'm like, no."
That's the problem with
No.
streaming.
Way too long.
That's the problem with that method is, yeah, they tend to be long videos. But you have to cut down. In fact, that video I cut down only lasted for 8 minutes anyway in the end, the actual video. And it was a 2-hour stream.
It's one of the reasons I don't want to stream is literally just like the amount of time it like takes up, because I don't have a lot of time during the day because I'm like always editing, I'm always doing like uni work, I'm like always out on doing like uni stuff, so I just don't have enough free time to actually like stream.
Yeah.
And then by the time I like have time in the evening, I'm just way too tired and I just want to like die and watch Netflix.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel that a lot.
You know what I start doing in the evenings?
What?
Reading.
What have we been
An
reading?
absolute nerd. Like an absolute nerd.
You're actual nerd reading.
Like
Jeez.
actually nerd. Like proper nerd reading. Like I read all of the Lord of the Rings book. Like all of the books that make up the Lord of the Rings. Read them all. It was sick.
Gamer guy, what
I read,
has,
like,
what's
every
got
night.
into you?
I'd like read like a chapter instead of watching TV. Well, no, that's a lie. I'd watch TV, and then when I'd finish watching TV, and instead of going to sleep, I would read. So really,
So
it didn't
healthy.
really.
Yeah, he just needs to go to bed
it's
later.
not- really, it's not more healthy. I always I always pretended that it was more healthy. Like, I still don't know. I pretend that it's more healthy for me, but I don't think it's more healthy if you replace like sleep with reading. I think you're meant to just replace anything else you do with it. Whatever. I read, yes. I read all of the Lord of the Rings. Like, I have a big book with like all of the books in. I read all of that. I read a couple of like random books. I don't remember what they were now. And then now I've read the first Hunger Games book, and I'm on the second.
Hunger Games is so
book.
good. Sorry,
Classic
I'm just like
Never
teen
read Hunger Games.
books right now. But
I read Hunger Games when I was a lot younger. I
I
used
don't-
to
yeah,
read
exactly,
a
lots of people do.
lot when I was younger. Back when I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that sort of age. 7.
yeah.
But I read so much. Like, I would get through like about a book every couple of days. It was, yeah. It depends
I
on the
was
size
just
of the book,
really
obviously.
dumb
but-
when I was younger. When I was younger, I was just so dumb, and like I actually hated learning
Oh,
as like
what?
a concept. I just hated it. I think my like 7-year-old brain was just like, I don't like learning because learning is boring, and so I just didn't care, and like so I was just really dumb as a kid. So I'd never read, and every time I wanted to pick up like a bigger book, like Skullduggery Pleasant or something like
Oh,
that,
that's
I'd
good.
be like, oh, this looks really cool. and then like I'd bring it back just to like read it in class, and my teacher would be like, "No, that book's way too complex for you." I'd be like, "Shut up, Susan. Cat."
And then she was like, "Hey, don't tell me to shut up. I made YouTube.
Oh.
I'm the CEO of YouTube."
I used to read a lot, and then I kind of just stopped because I moved on to other things like YouTube and Netflix. Kind of took over reading, I guess.
I read for ages, and then because I wasn't allowed to have a phone in my room or like a computer or anything when I was younger, so it was only like much later when I actually got a phone that I started watching YouTube in bed. Until that point, I like read nightly.
I used to have parental controls so that like my computer would automatically like log me out at a certain time, and then I played on my
fun.
and then there was the Xbox which lasted for 2 hours, right? And then because I had parental controls as well, so that would bring me to like 10 p.m. and then I'd just read a book until about 4 a.m. I haven't changed. My time frames have never. I swear, it's not like I've become like someone who goes to bed late or whatever. I've always gone to sleep really, really late and then woken up really late. Like that's just how I am. I've always been that person, and yeah.
Well, I just got a new book, and I want to read you guys a section of it.
Dramatic reading.
Ooh.
Okay, hang on.
Please give us dramatic reading.
You have to do it dramatically.
This section.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all quite big, so I'm going to summarize.
Oh god.
Oh.
Summarize.
Okay. I'll summarize the book. Okay, I'll summarize the book, and then I'll read one of the questions, but I won't read the answer. That sounds funny, but let me summarize the book. Okay. The book I got is the UK and US #1 bestseller, with the name, Serious Scientific Answers to Absurd Hypothetical Questions. What If? By Randall Munro.
I think I've seen that.
Okay.
I don't know if I've read it. But I think I've seen that.
Are you ready for
You
the
bore
first
me.
question
This
in
is
the book?
not new content.
You ready for
No, I haven't actually had this one before.
Okay, you ready? So the first question in the book. So it's this scientist guy who basically got a bunch of random hypothetical questions asked to him, and then in a book he like wrote out.
Oh, I've got it.
Scientific answers.
I've got it on my shelf.
You have the book.
I have the book.
Is it red? Is it red and got
No.
a dinosaur hung?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't read it.
Okay, I have the
But I have
anniversary edition apparently. Okay, well the first question in mine is, what would happen if the Earth and all terrestrial objects suddenly stopped spinning, but the atmosphere retained its velocity?
We get flying off the Earth. This is a Vsauce video.
This is
a Vsauce.
Well, I think it's
video.
I think it's Vsauce in a book. To be honest. But there's so many cool questions in it. I bet I've only just got this book, by the way. This is a very very, 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 very new thing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of reading one a day.
One book a day.
When did
or
I
one
get
chapter?
this?
One book, no, one like hypothetical question a day.
How many hypothetical questions are there in it?
I don't know. I hope it's 365.
I have a feeling it's a
That
lot
would be
more
great,
than that.
wouldn't it?
Oh,
I have a feeling it's going to be
thousands.
thousands.
I don't think it tells you. Like, I don't think it gives you a rundown.
How many are there roughly on each page?
Oh no, they take up multiple pages.
Oh, okay. And how many pages are there?
Oh, hang on. No, there is a thing here actually. A contents thing.
Just reading a book while recording a podcast. You know, that's how it's done. It's becoming an audiobook.
Like video
We're
to
making
show
an
that we're doing
audiobook.
7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34,
35.
38, 39, 40, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59,
Counting with Gamer
64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71,
I thought we
72,
left maths back in GCSE.
70, about
AS level,
70,
mate.
about like 75 maybe, I don't know.
75. That's okay.
Okay,
That'll
I
last you
don't
about
count them very
75
well,
days.
but yeah.
I was clearly very wrong. You can tell that I haven't read this book.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
it though.
excited about it.
I do have it.
I think the
I haven't
only
read
books I had in my room like course-related books, like essential reading stuff. One about public speaking, one called The Chimp Paradox, and another one about how to tell stories in an interesting way. That's all I got.
Well, I have lots of random books in my room.
What's your favourite book?
But yeah. Who
Yeah,
asked
what
me?
is your
Wait, who's
favourite
that
book?
out to?
Both of you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Who wants to start?
I don't know.
Gamer Guy,
I
start
think
you.
in my heart.
Oh,
Oh, I can go first if
Okay.
Gamer Guy
Yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah.
think of anything.
No, yeah,
I
go
think-
first.
I think Die of Olympic Kid has a very special place in my
Oh.
heart.
oh, that was good.
Purely because that was the first book that got me like into reading. Like I read the first one and I got super into it.
Okay.
I think probably either the Gone series. Do you know about the Gone series?
Yep.
The Gone series, or this one series called Young Samurai.
Ooh, I haven't heard of that one.
It's actually really good. It's like this. It's set in like the Middle Ages, and this like 12-year-old boy or whatever gets shipwrecked in Japan, in like feudal Japan.
Mm.
And it's like all about him trying to survive in feudal Japan when like he doesn't know any of the culture or anything because Japan hadn't been discovered by the Western world yet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's actually really interesting.
Cool.
It's really cool as well. Yeah, those are
I've
the
got.
two special ones. I've Wimpy Kid or like. Ooh,
Sorry,
Gamer
no,
Guy.
carry on. I think I've got answers, but
I was just
go on.
gonna like round it up and just be like the Gone series or Young Samurai because those were the ones that I super got into reading as well as Die of Wimpy Kid as the OG.
Well, that's a good answer. I think I'm gonna say one answer, but I wouldn't necessarily say this is my official answer. But like I feel like as a Christian, I should probably say the Bible like as an obligation. Like if I don't say it, like it's probably wrong. Like I probably shouldn't say that. But at
I
the same
don't think
time,
I don't think
I think
anyone would like say that.
I don't think it's like I wouldn't say it's the same as like a normal book. But no, but what
Yeah.
the answer I would give otherwise is The Hobbit.
Okay.
Because I've read The Hobbit
Literally
a
never
lot
read
of
it.
times.
I haven't read it either.
I've listened to
Haven't
the
even seen the
audiobook.
film.
I've listened to the audiobook like 4 times, and I've read the book itself about like 4 or 5 times as well.
So
And
I'd
How long
say
is the audiobook? Isn't it meant to be super long?
Yeah, but I have the abridged version, I think. I think abridged
Oh.
means that they like cut bits out. I think.
wow, and not even a real audio, but okay.
No, not the real one. But I've read the book
Uh.
a few times.
Yeah, I'd say for me, my favourite books were, I don't know, I'd say the ones that are close to my heart for How to Train Your Dragon books. Because
Yeah,
I
I
remember,
remember that.
I remember just like I remember them coming out, if you get what I mean. Like, I remember like the next one coming out of a series, but like, yeah, and then it, they're finished now. And like, that was good. It's completely different to the film, by the way, How to Train Your Dragon books.
Yeah, I've
and
read
the
one
I
of
was
them.
gonna say
Maybe
I
not
didn't
all
know
of
there
them.
was originally books. I thought it was
Oh, they're
just
so
like
good.
a standalone.
But then I also quite like Skullduggery Pleasant. I don't know.
I don't
There's
think
a
I've ever
lot.
read that.
There's a lot of good books out there.
I think I got like
David
4
Walliams is
chapters
quite
into
good.
Skullduggery, and then that was when like the teacher came along. It's like, no, you're not clever enough to read this book.
That is so sad.
That is sad.
It's like no, takes it out your hand. You're not.
Every time I saw a Skullduggery Pleasant book after that, I was like, nah. Like, I can't get over
Can't
the
do it.
trauma.
He just
I'm
envisions you
traumatized.
picking it up and then you're just teacher coming along,
but-
just shoving you out of the way.
Just
Like,
like,
nope, nope.
my teacher from back then just like magically appears. She's like, nah, you can't do that. What are you on about?
You can't. You'll be like
no golden time for
75
you.
years old, and you enter this this really dusty old little bookshop, because obviously like when you're 75 years old, it's going to be like nuclear wasteland. So
Oh yeah, we discussed this in the previous episode.
You'll enter this this one bookshop in this little quaint little village, which you've just entered to try and look for some food. You'll enter this little bookshop, and on the shelf will be skullduggery plastic. And you'll pick it up, and all of a sudden, your teacher will just come in as a zombie and maul you to death.
Yeah. But Miss Ty, no!
No! I promise I'm smart enough. I'm like, no! You're not smart enough.
I just hear it in between the gargles of the zombie. You're not smart enough.
Just slowly, just degrading your intellect as she's killing you. No.
I mean,
She's eating the IQ points out of my brain. So, nah.
She's searching. I cannot find IQ.
I mean, one of the
She's
things
not eating
about
them because she can't find them in the first place.
one of the things about I think reading when I was a lot younger was that when it came to actually saying words, a lot of words I discovered I had not been pronouncing correctly at all because I'd only ever seen them written down. What was it?
Yeah.
Like endeavor, okay? For years, okay, I thought endeavor was pronounced endeavor. It sounds so much cooler as endeavor rather than endeavor. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Endeavor.
I'm sure there are other ones as well that I've always been pronounced wrong. There was a specific one that I was so shocked when somebody else pronounced it.
Yeah, I was shocked when I found that out, and I was very sad.
I can think of my one that is so stupidly mispronounced that I don't actually know how I can speak English now. So, you've got the word psychic. Yeah. Guess how I pronounced it as a kid? I want to see what... No. I said Pudsey. I said Pudsey. What? I'd be playing Pokemon, and they'll be like, "Oh look, there's a Pudsey Pokemon." And my mate would be like, "What do you mean, Pudsey?" And he's like, "Look, Pudsey," and he'd be like, "That's psychic." And I'd be like, "What?"
Pudsey.
I love it because psychic is I love it because psychic is not an easy word to pronounce. If you saw it written, you'd be like, yeah, okay, that's hard to say, and you wouldn't quite know. But Pudsey is just not even in the
how did you get Pudsey?
Even in the breadth of how you might mispronounce the word, it's just not there.
I know. Which is why I was how can I speak English? That is what I thought other words were like.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so good.
That is
I can only imagine how I said other words. That's just the one that I remember very clearly because I felt so embarrassed in front of my mate. It's the trauma that I remember.
Yeah, the English language in general is just utterly weird.
I know. As well as I'm dyslexic, so it's even harder.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never been diagnosed, okay, but I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic or something like that, okay, because I can never spell. Plus the fact I learned Welsh before I learned English, which did not help at all.
That's mad.
Yeah, I writing and reading.
Wait, is it Gaelic? Is it Gaelic they speak
Welsh.
in Wales?
Welsh. It's called
Where
Welsh.
am I getting Gaelic from? Is that Ireland?
Oh, it's Ireland.
Is that from Ireland?
Yeah.
Oh, whoopsie.
Well, that was close.
Close enough, really.
Oh, that's crazy.
But yeah, no, yeah, I learned. So it's I learned two because they're completely different alphabets and everything. So it's and even stuff like CH, okay, is pronounced completely differently in Welsh. It's a different letter in Welsh. It's CH as a cast as a letter, rather than just a sh in English. It's a.
Was it in Welsh? Hach.
Yeah.
Did you say?
Yeah, it is.
That's Welsh.
It's completely different.
That's so good.
Yeah,
I think I'm slowly getting more and more back into reading. I think I'm slowly trying to get myself to read more, generally because I do enjoy it. It's just finding the time, because it's so much easier to not pick. It's so much easier to like watch a random YouTube video or do something like that than to pick up a book and actually read it. But I seem to be enjoying it. I'm like, it's working for me. It's working.
That's good. I kind of want to get back into reading. It's been a little while.
I think the closest I've come to reading in the past year is like comics. And I don't think they properly count as reading.
Oh,
Do you guys count them as reading?
Reminded me of Asterix and Obelix. Oh, that was so good.
I count it as reading.
I count it as reading.
You count it as
Asterix
reading.
and Obelix was so
Oh,
good.
then I read a lot then. I read like most nights then.
I count it
like
as
lying
reading.
in bed.
People don't, but I think it is reading, you know? Because you are looking at pictures and reading words.
You are reading.
My mum's just like, my mum will be like, Sam, you need to like read more. And I'd be like, I read comics. And she's like, that's not good enough. I'm like, shut up, mum.
Then a teacher comes and rips the comic book. You're too smart.
You're not
for
smart enough.
You're not smart enough for this.
You're not smart enough to read comics. Who do you think
just start,
you
like,
are,
what
Einstein?
can I read?
I've never read like a Marvel or DC comic in my life.
Wow.
But I have read
Yeah.
Asterix and Obelix, which is clearly vastly superior.
Vastly superior.
And it's
Vastly,
so good.
vastly superior.
It is.
I've never
To
read
be
it,
fair,
I'm sure it is.
the best Marvel and DC comic you can ever get is there's an actual one where DC and Marvel like collaborated, and the embodiment of Marvel fought the embodiment of DC. Like they turned into like mechazoids and like fought each other. It was so weird.
That is so
Finding
wild.
out about it.
That is
That's
so
like-
wild.
That is one hell of a way to do like a cross promotion or like a collab within the comic
It's
book
like
company.
if Star Wars and like Marvel went at each other in films. It's like it's like one
It's just
embodiment
Luke
of Star
Skywalker
Wars
against
comes
this
up.
mechazoid that is just Marvel.
It's like, hey, let's go, kids. It's like, what?
You just got Obi-Wan just like in the background just go, use the Force, Luke. And they just
I can like imagine like it's like Lord of the Rings goes up against Narnia or something like that. You know,
Oh my god, that'd be
They just
so
have to join
weird.
together.
I remember I
So you
once,
just have like
when I was
random
really,
fights.
really young, I was like maybe 9 or 8 or something like that. I remember writing a story of if Doctor Who met, who was it? Oh, that's it, Doctor Who and, this is funny, Doctor Who and Asterix and Obelix met.
Really?
Yeah. I couldn't, sorry.
give us a quick rundown what happened.
I genuinely can't
Go on.
remember it. There was a time machine because of Doctor Who, and then he met Asterix and Obelix.
Wow.
I can't remember the rest. Something
That's
happened.
crazy.
It was. I just remember finding it years later and being like, "Oh, this is odd."
Huh, I was a weird child.
I was a weird child. I
Yes,
just
you
accept this. But hey, I don't want to be a normal child. That'd be boring.
Poor, yeah, we don't want that.
God no.
That's why I'm a gamer.
That's why we're gamers.
That's why we
play
game.
games. We're gamers. I'm a gamer
That's
guy.
why we go on the gaming podcast.
That's why I'm gamer.
Gaming
podcast.
popcast, because we're not even a podcast, because podcasts are boring.
okay,
We're
yeah.
a popcast.
Because we have to get your name in there.
We're the
Yeah.
popcast
Shush,
because
shush.
we've got Nero Pop in the house.
Yeah, that's why it's
I
called
love
Gamer
the-
Podcast. That is the
And it's
reason
because we
why.
like to pop. We like to pop things off in here. Okay,
Your
that
mic
went- that
just
went-
pops 24/7, and you're like, yeah, we'll just make that the name.
Popping off. That's why we're here. Okay, here's what I'm going to say, guys. We're nearing towards the end. We're drawing towards a conclusion to this wonderful, wonderful day of talking, wonderful hour of talking about random stuff. I would like to conclude with a very, very, very simple question, and this is more simple than you'll think it'll be.
I'm actually.
Who should be the face of this podcast?
The face.
The face.
Can you Can
Say
you
if you
elaborate on
were-
what you mean by face?
Say if you were to erect a statue in Trafalgar Square
The Queen.
to advertise this podcast,
The
whose
Queen.
face would be on it? It can't be the Queen.
I don't think you can legally do the Queen.
Stephen Beck.
I think there's some kind of law about that.
I don't know.
Stephen Beck, did you just say- He's not recognised enough. And there is a running joke that we mention every podcast, right? So Elon Musk, right? He's not allowed on the podcast.
Yeah, he's not allowed.
Mhm.
But that's why we can't have him as a
He's
face.
banned. Like he's just not allowed. Like even if he wanted to come, which he does probably, but he's just not allowed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably one of
But
the
Stephen
other
Beck, on the other hand,
heroes.
Stephen Beck, on the other hand, get that man on that podcast.
Who is Stephen Beck? Stephen Beck
Not-
is this guy. I put an image in Discord.
We want him. We want Stephen. Everybody who's listening to this now, go search up Stephen Beck and just be like,
First image on Google Images. He's a
We want
dancer,
that guy.
songwriter, and screenwriter. Clearly, he's what we need.
he fits the bill.
He
He
does.
fits the bill.
We should have a little
Oh, the
dancing
excitement
section.
levels of having Stephen Beck on. I can't wait till next
Oh,
week.
there's more photos.
It's gonna be epic. Oh, it's just more photos.
Oh no. I can't even
Oh.
copy this one. It's not even letting me. Hang on. I'll stippy tool it.
The parental controls you had like 7 years ago are creeping back in just to stop it from being there. It's like, no, you can't. Oh my gosh.
This is forbidden knowledge. You can't have this.
This is the type of thing that Susan, whatever her name is from YouTube, is like listening for. She's like, okay, you have
This
to
is
talk
the
about
very
Stephen Beck. Write that down,
reason.
write that down, write that down. We have to remove that bit. Oh my
He's our
gosh.
statue.
Stephen Beck, if you're listening, please do come on the podcast. We would love to have you. We can talk about all of your
Singing. Sorry, he doesn't sing.
Screenwriting
Sorry.
and
Sorry.
singing
Songwriting and
dancing.
dancing and
all that. We can talk about anything you want.
he was
Just-
last online
Wow,
2 weeks ago
anything.
apparently, according to stage 32, whatever stage 32 is.
That's his production company. That's my guess. That's his production company. I don't know.
No idea. He grew up in ST apparently.
San Diego? No, maybe not.
I don't know if it means standard definition or like something else.
Grew
I grew up in
standard
standard
definition.
definition. That's just what my mind goes to.
He can't wait to
It's
get
probably
married
South
to become
Dakota.
HD.
Oh, he did tap dancing for 20 years.
Oh, South Dakota. Okay.
And his
Oh, he
degrees in
tapped dancing.
physics.
Probably South
Oh
Dakota.
no, we can't have him on. He did a degree in PE.
Okay.
He's banned. That's just as instant ban.
Steve, you were doing so well, bro. Come
Damn,
on.
Stephen, you're
Why'd
banned.
you
You have to
have to
have
let us
this
down
guy
like that?
instead.
Why'd you have to let us down like that? We'll have
We'll have this guy.
Mr. What's his name?
We have this
Oh,
guy,
no.
Stephen Beck.
What's the guy's name?
Professor Stephen Beck.
What's the guy's name from oh damn it. I forgot
Rocket
what
Lab.
His name is Rocket Lab. What's that guy's name?
Rocket Lab. Who is the owner of it? CEO. I can't remember his name. Peter Beck.
Peter Beck. We should have Peter Beck on. Same surname.
Peter
oh my
Beck.
God.
Same surname.
We should
Hell
have
yeah.
Peter Beck on. Yeah, we can't have Elon Musk. We'll have Peter Beck.
Can we
on.
have all the Becks on? Every
Yes.
single Beck.
Can.
We have a
We
family
can
of
have
Becks.
all the Becks on. We
The
can have
Beck
the
family.
whole family. Literally the whole family. As in, like, I don't care whether you're a third cousin, whether you're divorced. Come along. We're gonna have a Beck
I
reunion
want to
next week.
see
Mark the
Beck's
date in your
25th
calendars.
cousin twice removed. That's
So do I.
who I'm rooting for.
Hell yeah.
It's not just
If
who I'm
I
rooting
don't, this
for, but,
podcast
like,
dies. This podcast will die of into irrelevancy. That's what's gonna happen.
so exciting. So exciting. Can't wait to have
Uh.
Bex on next week. Lovely to have everybody here. Thanks for coming along to the podcast. Thanks for listening.
It's been great being here.
Thanks for coming, Sam. His links are down below to go check him out. Go give him a sub. Watch some videos.
If this
of his,
podcast is terrible,
fun.
blame Gamer Guy for the editing.
Mhm. If
I'm
you're gonna
probably
watch
gonna
my
run out of
videos,
time
don't
to
watch
edit.
the
The-
early
The
ones.
raw footage is amazing. You know, it's just all the editing. The raw footage is supreme. You can't get better than it.
Yeah, don't watch your early videos. That's a good shout because we actually go for that rule ourselves as well. We say
Don't
We
watch
say don't
any
watch
early
early
videos.
Yes.
that's a
Season
Don't watch
one
any
of this
early videos on
podcast,
any
don't watch.
channel ever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't watch season
early
1 of this
videos, yeah.
podcast. Don't watch any of my videos older than a year ago. Don't watch any of Gamer Go's videos older than a year ago.
Yeah,
Well,
but
actually,
actually,
wait.
going to
Or just
Skyblock
assuming,
is
yeah.
4 years old. But that's,
It's
I
true.
know.
And that's one of the best videos on YouTube. I mean.
it's Bible
man.
2. It's the Bible 2.
Volume 2. Oh, we love it. Yeah, thanks for coming along, guys. Just thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. And we will be
Thank
back
you.
at you next week with another podcast. Right to your ears. Maybe with
Oh,
another
and
guest,
also,
maybe not. Oh, no, not maybe with another guest, with the whole family of Becks, of course.
Yes,
Right?
we have a Beck family.
The whole family
Hell
of Becks
yeah.
next week.
The whole damn
Can't wait.
family.